everybody doing? This is Joe here with my channel. Will, let me try that again. For you now. Promise. Hey, welcome back. This is Joe here with Life and I, my channel. But today I do have a video. It's going to be a tank lift, a 2-inch tank lift on my 2020 iron 1200, and a coil and ignition relocation. So I'm going to be showing you what I have and where I got it from. So yeah, let me show you all the parts before I go install it. Okay, so we got the bracket. This goes in between, I guess, the left side, and this bracket goes on there, and it holds the coils and the ignition switch. And this came from jbsports.com. I got it through Amazon. Super good. Instead of getting the whole kit, because if you get the whole kit, which comes with the wires and the tank lift, I think it's around $100. But if you get the bracket, the coil, the wires, and you get this separate, it's going to be cheaper, probably $12 cheaper on Amazon. And I got the, let's see, Loctite blue. I got 2 easy fuse tapes, which I heard it's the best and everybody's using these. So I got these at Walmart. I think they were $4 each. It's 10 feet. So I got 2 of those. 2-inch lift for my tank. And here's the part number. So yeah. And I got these performance spark plug wires. I was gonna try to get them white, but yeah, I kind of messed up on my order. And that number is that right there. And these all came from jbsports.com. So that's their number, that's their email, but check them out on Amazon. They're really good, and it comes with a little paper. So I'm gonna be using all this right now. I'm gonna go to my car, get all my tools, set everything up, and start working on my motorcycle. People say it's an hour to 2 hours. It might take me 2 hours just because I want everything right. And I'm also going to do the tank lift. So I'm going to head out. All this is going to be gone, and it's going to be on the Sportster, and I'm hoping it looks amazing. So let's go. Okay, so I'm going to be taking off this bolt right there, keeping the back one on, so then I can lift up the tank. I'm gonna put a water bottle in between to keep it raised, and then I'll show you how that is, and then kind of show you the insides before I start taking everything apart. Sorry, there's people cutting bushes, but here's the bolt. It is gonna be, let's see, 1/4 hex at this end, and this I'm not sure. So as you can see, lifted it up. You can see all that in there, and I just put a bottle right there at this end. So now what I'm going to do, Let's see, I think I'm gonna take off the coil first and the ignition. Actually, you know what? I forgot to do before I start that. I actually have to take out the main fuse because I don't want to get electrocuted. So let me do that. And I think it should be in here. That's a huge fuse right there. Okay, so I unplugged these. I think I'm just gonna start cutting this off and open everything up before I start moving everything. Okay, I'm gonna do that first. So this one needs one of these star bolts. Take that out and yep. Okay, so for that bolt right there, I don't know if you can see it. That bolt right there, it's gonna be a T25. There it is. And then when you open it up, there's gonna be a bunch of things hanging on to it, as you can tell. So I'm gonna try to pull those all apart and do the same for the other side. Oh my God, my heart literally just freaking stopped right now. What they're called? I was cutting these up. Now it's gonna annoy me if I don't. Okay, so I was cutting up the zip ties. So I was just cutting them up, bam, my knife cut this. Now I was like, oh man, I'm done, because I'm using my knife. But I'm happy that these are the spark plug wires. Oh, I was so scared. I was like, holy crap, what am I gonna do? Alright, so back to it, cut the rest of these. Oh, wow, that was hard. So this one took a lot of finessing. There's all these little holes right here that actually connect to some of the parts, so just don't rip it off. Make sure you have a flat head screwdriver and kind of pry them open. So now you guys can see all the wires, all these zip ties, and then let me show you the wire I cut. See? And good thing it was one of these. Okay, so now these two wires connected, and those are gonna go I think I'm gonna do over and then head on to the other side, and I'm gonna put the bracket on there and see how it fits before I start taping everything. So right now I'm just taking off these bolts. I just took that one off. These weren't too tight. Blue Loctite on it. I should have brought some red. First, tape everything, make sure everything's in place before I start putting stuff, and then start having some obstacles I have to go through. So I'm just gonna do that instead. Alright, so I just got everything unplugged, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things you got unplugged. And the other thing I didn't hear anybody talking about was actually the horn. You can't really unplug it. Maybe you could unscrew it from here, but we'll see. So now I'm gonna start taping everything up and make sure and put everything over. So all this is going over. I'm probably gonna see if I could pull these a little bit further back. We'll see. Let me see how I do it right now. So this is how I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna do it like this. These plugs are gonna go over. So I'm gonna tape these separately. And then this one, the horn, I'm gonna tape it with the main harness. And then these two, I'm gonna probably rip them out to right here and then send them over with those. Alright, so I'm gonna start using the tape right now. So I'm gonna tape off these. These are the plugs. These are the plugs for the ignition and coils. And then these are the rest for the main harness, the horn, and I believe the other stuff on here. So I'm gonna leave that alone. And then these, I'm gonna start taping these, and I'm gonna start taping these and start taping the rest. So I'll show you how it looks afterwards. Okay, so this is the part where I'm starting to tape. So I got this part where all the connectors are, and I split it off. And this is the coil and the ignition wire sent over. It might be a little too long, so I might have to think of a way to kind of shorten it up. And then, so these are going over. And then these, I'm gonna start taping them up, and I'm gonna zip tie them right there to the top. And yeah, that's as close as it's gonna get, just because we used to have these wires, and then these, I'm still wondering where I'm gonna put them at, but I'll find a way. I'm gonna go get some zip ties right now and be back. All right, I couldn't find any zip ties, so I'm just gonna start taping this up, and I'll show you the end product. And after that, we'll plug everything in and put the rest of the parts on. Okay, so this is all done right here. So I'm gonna throw these over. So these are going over like that, tucked under. And then this one, I'm gonna tape it for right now until I get some zip ties. And that one goes down there, and I'm gonna connect everything together. So I'm gonna go to the other side and install the ignition and coil bracket. Okay, so I'm gonna first take everything off of this, and then install this bracket in, put some blue Loctite, and I'll show you how that looks. So for the bracket, you will be needing let's see, a T25 for the coil and ignition bracket to take these off. And then for this one, I'm not too sure right now, but I'll let you know. Alright, and for the coil, it's gonna be 3/16 hex. So for these, so you're gonna use the old bolts, and you're gonna use the old washer. It comes with a you know, this metal bracket, and that's so you could screw it on there. There you go. You see that? So I kind of did it wrong, actually. Sorry. So you're gonna put this on the back side. You're gonna put this piece that comes on your motorcycle. You're gonna put in the back. You're gonna put this through, and then bam, that's it. Then you put the other one in, and you're done with that part. So I'm gonna put some Loctite on this before I actually tighten everything up. So there's that part, and now it's gonna be the coil. So I gotta go find that bolt. Give me a sec. Alright, so I actually found the bolt. I believe this one goes that. It goes right under, screws in right there. So I'm gonna put some Loctite. There you go. There it is. So now the install, and then I'll show you how that looks. Alright, so I got this on, put some blue Loctite. It's looking pretty. Okay, so what I saw right now is that since everything is free, we have this harness right here that goes to this side. So I'm gonna actually put this harness over the frame, and it should be easier. It should have less slack. So I'm gonna do that and plug all this and route this wire over. Alright, so I plugged everything back in. There's these plugs that go into, I can't really see it, but you see that F, so that means forward. There's an R for the rear, so it tells you how to put them on there, which was a lifesaver. So now, it's over the tank right here, goes in. I'm gonna just tape it up right here so they're all tight, and then I'm gonna start plugging everything on the other side. Okay, so that bolt for the long bolt that goes through the tank on the opposite side, it's a 13 millimeter. So I tucked it in. I forgot to tape it back up, so it's a little loose but not too loose. And then I put it through so you guys can see. See the top of the tank? I put it through here. So instead of going right here, I put it through the top of the tank brackets, and it goes right through. So there you go. I'm gonna put back the fuse, the main fuse. There you go. Looks pretty cool. And I don't think I have to move anything else. Everything else seems like it's not touching the engine. I'll probably have to go get some zip ties, but besides that, this thing's solid. Let me turn it on. All right, there it is. Looks better. That little lift actually helped it a lot. So now I'm just gonna turn it on, and after that just clean up, and that's okay. So it's all done. It took me about maybe 2 hours, around there. It's gonna clean everything up, but the bike looks amazing. It works good. Right now what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and tie in as many bolts as I can, getting it ready for the bike tour, not bike tour, I guess the moto camping trip I'm taking to the Central Coast, and that's gonna be 600 miles in total, plus a little extra here and there. So I'm gonna get everything tied up, pack it back up, and that's about it. So I'll see you guys next time. I don't know, I think the next video is gonna be maybe the camping or other stuff. So see you guys.